Morning, but first we'll join Holly Maynard live at Geneseo High School, where students there are getting ready for a morning newscast. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Inside.
Right. Holly Maynard is live in Geneseo this morning. And Holly, this is a subject near and dear to my heart. When I was at Bishop Kearney, we had our own morning broadcast that we used to, our own show we used to put on for the students. But this is way ahead of what we used to have.
Well, I know it's something that you remember. In my high school, we didn't have something like that, but there are some high schools across our area that have a morning type of broadcast, a chance to, you know, let students see what goes into making a show with all of the scripts and some of the entertainment that goes along with it. So, Norma, this morning we have a little bit of competition because they do go on during the morning. This is Channel 7 News here at Geneseo High School, and this is the newsroom. Looks a little different than our newsroom. Kind of the same color carpet, though. Actually, if you think about it, you know, our carpet.
Oh my God, Holly, that's so funny.
But they're all getting ready. This is Rob Antonucci. He's the advisor here for Channel 7 News. Hi, Rob.
How you doing?
Or we should call you Mr. A, right? Because
Mr.
that's
A.
what everybody calls you.
Yeah, that's how I'm universally known.
So everybody's getting ready for the newscast. What are they doing?
Well, right now I'm talking with Alex here. Alex is our stand-up comedian.
Kind of like the Doug Embledge of the broadcast.
He's the Doug Embledge. Usually
Doug Embledge's #1 fan. We'll have to, he's actually not working today, but we'll have to tell him. We'll show him this part of the tape. Okay, so you're going to do some stand-up comedy towards the end after all the announcements and whatnot?
Right, and what we're doing now is going over his material in advance to make sure that it's A-okay for school.
Oh, okay.
Make sure that there's quality material.
All right, give me something.
Go ahead, what do we have today?
Do one of your jokes and we'll see what we think.
We've got some stuff here about the new food pyramid, how it has exercise in it. If it doesn't go in this hole, it's not food. And last time I checked, exercise doesn't go in here.
All right, you working on more too?
Well, he's got a little bit of a list.
Yeah, when I see stuff, I write it down.
And you'll fine-tune it as we go on. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool, let's go in here, because this is the set area, Norma, which looks a little different than our studio, you know, but you still have the same things. You've got the camera over here. You've got people behind the desk. What are you guys working on right now?
We're just reading through our morning announcements and working on them.
So you are the anchors of the broadcast. I understand that sometimes things may come in at the last minute. Is that right?
Sometimes.
A little stressful?
It can be.
Kind of like our job, Norma, when things come in at the last minute. Sometimes you were saying morning announcements are handed to you as you're on the air. Is that right?
Yeah, special announcements or breaking news.
There you go, breaking news.
And you do. And what do you say when that happens?
This just in.
This just in. So we're going to have a lot of fun with them. I mean, they are actually broadcasting this morning. Take a look, too. It's pretty high-tech. They even have a show open, as we call it, just like we have a show open. It's been pre-produced. And this is the show. Can you hear it, Norma?
Yes, I can.
So that's it.
We're
with Channel 7 News all this morning. And coming up, we will see their live broadcast as the morning goes on.
Hey, we need something like that, Holly. We need to have those little vignettes of us doing funny
a little peppy,
things.
You know?
We could toss around a big letter C and a big letter W. Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious. That's really cool, Holly. It's great to see that creativity. We'll be right back after this, everybody. Evan Dawson will join us in the 6 o'clock hour. Stay with us. More news straight ahead. Let's try it out for the search. 10 were selected. From talented students to more talented students. Let's go out to Holly Maynard. She's in Geneseo this morning with some kids who have their own morning broadcast.
And Holly, I feel bad. I used the word IFB earlier. I meant earpiece, and I didn't realize the students out there didn't have one in there. So professional, I thought, I figured they had them in there, so.
No, we did give James an earpiece, actually, for that.
Oh, okay.
So he did hear you, but do you know what an IFB is?
I do not know.
Yeah, that's an IFB, for anybody who doesn't know, is they're these earpieces.
Yeah, they're molded
that have
to fit our
lovely earwax all over them the more you use them.
They're really gross.
And that's how I hear Evan and Norma and our producer at home. So poor James had so many people in his ear. He was kind of like, what's going on? What's going on? But you did a good job. Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was a little bit. Not gonna lie.
You anchor this broadcast on Channel 7 News here at Geneseo High School all the time, right?
Yeah, for portion of the show, and then we switch every 10 weeks. So, yeah.
And are you nervous when you do that?
I was at first, and then I got used to it.
All right, good.
So.
Who are the other anchors this morning? Say your name.
I'm Paige Pavone.
Okay.
I'm Kara Peters. I'm Piper Wadsworth.
Do any of you want to go into the business eventually, or you're not sure yet?
I don't. Not that I know of.
Not after that incident. No.
We're still deciding. What about you? No idea. I'm not sure.
Piper Wadsworth sounds like a television name.
It is a working newsroom this morning because they have a live broadcast coming up.
All right, thanks, Holly. Yeah, that's interesting. I love that. I wonder if they get school credit for it, too. So I know that in some high schools at Kearney, they do offer they get credit for actually being down there.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
In the
and
studio.
We got to ask Piper Wadsworth. Is that a real name, or is that just a made-for-Geneseo television name?
Yeah.
That's a great name. That's a great name.
I think that's her name. I think she's got a good TV name.
That is a great name.
All right, we'll be right.
All right, thank you, Marty. It's probably the top story in Geneseo. Holly Maynard is live there this morning with some. Well, they're amateurs now, but they may be taking our jobs in the future, right, Hal?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of talent here. We've got mostly seniors who have woken up this morning because here at Geneseo High School, if you want to work for Channel 7 News, you don't get credit for it. It's something that you do for fun because you want to do it. Most of the time, you have to be a senior unless you're some of the behind-the-scenes people. And actually, you guys are working behind the scenes this morning. What are you doing?
We're writing the announcements. We just got here early to take care of the stuff that's going to be on the news later.
So you will hand this over to the anchors who are working in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Lexi Hoffman.
Okay. And what are you doing over here? Same thing as Lexi?
Same thing, just different letter about what they have to read, I guess.
What is it that you like about this program and the ability for the entire school to see what you're doing every single morning?
I think it's fun just to spruce it up in the morning. Not everybody likes to come to school, so to start it off with a different approach, I think it's good.
Because you don't just do the morning announcements, you have a lot of fun features too, right? I think you know about that.
Yeah, I'm just preparing my feature. I do it once a week just to kind of add a little fun to
What is yours this week?
It's National Sleep Awareness Week, so I'm Cultural Mom of the Week, and I'm aware of how much sleep I lost this morning, so I'm reading a poem.
All right, thanks very much. National Sleep Awareness Week. Maybe our morning show crew should pay attention to that too. What are we doing in here, Mr. A?
Well, over here I'm working with Courtney, and we're doing our plan for today. We have our little intro video, which will start, then we go into the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going through the order of who is going to be our anchors in what order, and we have a special guest who's going to introduce us today.
Who would that be?
Someone from a different news organization.
Oh, okay.
A rival.
A rival. That's right, because you guys are competition, technically.
That's true. That's true.
What time do you typically broadcast, Courtney?
At 7:38 we go on, right after the second bell when students are in. We're live on the air.
And how long is your newscast typically?
We roughly have about 5 minutes to fill in different things, so it's great.
All right, so coming up, they're going to have a run-through of the newscast in the next half hour. That's what these guys are working on down here, right? Anna, what are you doing?
I'm typing in the news ticker, and I've made a PowerPoint for today, too.
So the ticker that always runs across the bottom of your screen. Does yours always work?
Mostly.
Most of the time. Kind of like our ticker. All right, so Evan, Norma, next half hour, you'll see the run-through and you'll see what it's like to put on the news here at Geneseo High School.
Hey, maybe we could hire her to work for our ticker to make it work.
No kidding.
Get yourself in trouble.
I'm
All right.
not just
Holly,
picking
thank you very
and
much.
good
We
fun.
look forward to seeing you in a few minutes. And they have a very cool intro, very professional.
It is. It's a very fun one where they're just kind of like,
They're rolling tape. Let's practice ours, right?
Okay, yeah.
More ahead on 13 Wham News. Got now to Holly Maynard live in Geneseo this morning with a talented group of students.
He said his.
You there,
Yeah,
Hal?
what a neat opportunity. I'm here. What a neat opportunity because I didn't have it when I was in high school. I know Norma did. Evan, you may have also. Did they have a TV studio there?
I am from the Cleveland area. It's probably the best I've ever seen. They have a better studio than a lot of, not than us. But I was very fortunate, and when you have that kind of opportunity, it can really change your career path. And I think these kids seem to they have a very good opportunity.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity. They don't get credit for it, they don't get paid, but they do it because they want to do it. They come to school early because they want to do it. It's here at Geneseo High School. It's Channel 7 television. And Dr. A, excuse me, Dr. A, I'll call you Dr. A.
I'll take that.
Mr. A, how does it technically work? You've got a closed circuit television that broadcasts where?
Closed circuit television that broadcasts in every classroom in the entire school.
Every classroom.
So if no one's here in the elementary school yet, they don't start until later, but if they were to turn on their TV, they would be on right now too. So every classroom in the entire school that has a TV set can turn on the TV and tune into our broadcast.
All right, they've been working all morning, so let's see one of their run-throughs before the big broadcast in just about an hour. So take a look at Channel 7 News.
Please stand for the pledge.
Good morning, Geneseo. Today is a boisterous B-Day, and here are your morning announcements. On March 15th, after school, the Interact Club, a community service group funded by Rotary, will be giving out ice cream sundaes for potential members. High school students, any high school student may attend. Here's Kara.
Good morning, Geneseo. Attention color guard. There will be practice Tuesday from 7 to 8:30. If you have any questions, please see a captain. Thanks. Here's Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex Moussart. I'm not getting credit for this. Okay, let's see what's bugging me today. I think STP fuel treatment. A little while ago, I got moisture in my tank, and the car was backfiring. So my dad tells me to get STP fuel treatment. So he tells me to go to Walmart. I forget. He goes to pick it up. It's a good thing I forgot because Walmart wanted him to give them ID. You have to be 18 years old to buy fuel treatment for a vehicle you can own at 16, and I can put 27.5 gallons of gasoline in it, a highly volatile and flammable fluid, and then drive my 2.5-ton vehicle around at up to, according to the speedometer, 100 miles an hour, and I can't buy fuel treatment for it. It's ridiculous. This is Alex Moussart from Channel 7, Action-y News. Here's Paige.
Congratulations
Action-y
to Mrs. Forrest,
News.
Division
So,
2.
Mr. A, they have a lot more than just morning announcements. You really have a lot of personality in your morning show, too.
We try to. For a small school, we try to add in these little extra things that makes it more personal for our school, like stand-up comedy with Alex. Lauren does her cultural moment. We have a couple other things that we've done. James, who's talking right now, James does sort of a bit with his friend Juicer where they do goofy dance routines. They had a Smarties eating competition one morning. All these different wild things just to spruce up our announcements a little bit, make it fun and personal.
Well, what a great, fun way to get into broadcasting. Thanks for showing us. We're going to have more with the behind-the-scenes students as well coming up on the CW.
I love that. That's really...
Great day, Rochester.
Woo! All right.
We were sitting
I
there
was
thinking,
so impressed.
yeah, the commentary on the fuel treatment was really rather clever.
Yeah, what's
And
bugging me today? I love that.
Very good point. So.
Good for them. We'll be right back. More news straight ahead, everybody. Stick with us.
That's right, so much talent, and we're going to continue because that was just a run-through of what you saw before. You guys actually go live around what time?
7:35.
We'll be here when they're live.
All right, thanks, Holly, and thanks to the kids out there in Geneseo.
You can join Good Morning America here on Channel 13. We continue right now.